Welcome to Supreme Auto Elite. Intro. The roar behind the dream. In every nation of the world, there are places that become symbols of ambition, places where dreams aren't whispered, they're screamed through roaring engines echoing off concrete walls and glass skyscrapers. But nowhere is that roar louder than inside the United States of America. Welcome to the supercar streets of the U.S. A world built not just on horsepower, but on culture, wealth, obsession, adrenaline, rebellion, and pure passion. A world where highways become runways, where cars become legends, and where every rev tells a story. Tonight, we're taking you deep inside this hidden universe, past the dealerships, past the Instagram reels, past the polished showroom floors, into the real supercar ecosystem thriving across American streets. From Miami's neon-lit night runs, to Los Angeles' canyon battles, to New York's midnight tunnels, to Texas's record-breaking hypercar community. This is the journey into the lifestyles, rituals, machines, and madness that define the American supercar culture. So buckle up, because this isn't just a documentary. This is a ride into the heart of speed. Chapter 1. The Birth of American Supercar Culture. Before there were Bugattis roaring on the 405, before Lamborghinis popped flames in Soho, before billion-dollar garages in Miami Beach, there was a dream. America's supercar streets were shaped long before supercars existed. It began with the muscle era of the 60s, Camaro, Mustang, Charger. Cars that weren't just machines, they were rebellion in steel. That rebel DNA never left. By the time European exotics entered the US, the country was already primed for speed. Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, they arrived like royalty, and were welcomed like gods. Then came the American innovators. Hennessy Performance in Texas, Celine in California, SSC North America, Rimac partnerships, Koenigsegg collaborations. The rise of Tesla introducing all-electric speed. Suddenly, the US wasn't just consuming supercar culture. It was creating it. By the 2000s, the culture transformed. Supercars were no longer exclusive to the ultra-elite. They became part of entertainment, nightlife, YouTube vlogs, rallies, racing clubs, and social media. Cars became lifestyle statements. Cameras replaced car magazines, and the streets became the real stage. Today, American supercar culture is a hybrid of money, art, thrill, community, and global influence. And it all unfolds on the streets. Chapter 2. Miami. The night is always fast. If the U.S. supercar scene had a capital, Miami would be one of the strongest contenders. This city doesn't sleep, it glows. Neon on wet pavement, palm trees swaying in the ocean breeze, bass from nightclubs mixing with the crackle of exhausts. Miami's supercar streets are legendary. Here, the cars are more than vehicles, they're fashion statements. You'll see gold chrome Lamborghinis, Tiffany blue McLarens, purple wrapped AMG GTs, Bugatti Chiron on HRE forged wheels, Rolls-Royce Cullinans with starlight roofs reflecting the Miami skyline. South Beach becomes a runway as supercars roll past Versace Mansion, headlights reflecting off boutiques and beachfront hotels. But the real magic starts after midnight. Every night, a secret network of WhatsApp groups and Instagram circles activate. People don't just meet, they converge. 200-plus cars gather outside spots like Brickell, Wynwood, or Bal Harbour before the convoy begins. And then, it happens. An explosion of engines, a synchronized, deafening orchestra of version 10s, V12s, twin-turbo version 8s, and the eerie silence of the Tesla Plaid waiting to ambush everything on sight. They race through the expressways, 95, the Gradigny, Dolphin Expressway, taking full advantage of wide roads and tropical night air. Miami's supercar culture is young, vibrant, party-driven, and unapologetically loud. Here, speed is fashion, luxury is identity, and the streets are a catwalk. Chapter 3. Los Angeles, the Canyon Warriors. Los Angeles is not just a city, it's a kingdom stretched across mountains, coastlines, and endless freeway systems. And within this massive kingdom lies one of the most unique supercar cultures in America. Los scene is divided into two worlds. 1. The street-style world. This is where you find the influencers, entrepreneurs, and entertainment stars cruising Rodeo Drive. Here, Supercars are rolling red carpets. Lamborghinis in matte black. Porsche GT3s with retro race liveries. Rare Ferrari Speciale models. Electric supercars silently gliding past paparazzi. Cars are photographed as much as celebrities. 2. The Canyon Warriors. This is where the real adrenaline lives. At sunrise, Mulholland Drive, Angeles Crest Highway, and Malibu Canyons turn into battlegrounds. Drivers aren't showing off. They're testing themselves and their machines. Tight corners, high cliffs, zero room for error. You'll find Porsche GT2 rupees slicing through turns like scalpels. McLaren 765 LTs dancing on the edge of traction. Ferrari pistas singing through the mountain walls. Corvette Z06s proving American engineering can hang with Europeans. Track-ready Mustangs chasing hypercars like loyal dogs. These canyon runs are spiritual for many. It's not about racing. It's about control, precision, focus. LA's supercar culture is a balance of fame and discipline, glamour and grit, luxury and craftsmanship. It's where speed meets storytelling. Chapter 4. New York City, the Midnight Kings. New York City is different from every other place in America. Here, space is limited, traffic is chaos, and yet, somehow, NYC has one of the most hardcore supercar communities in the world. Because here, owning a supercar isn't a hobby. It's a statement of conquest. Every rev echoes between skyscrapers. Every flame pop becomes a firework in an urban canyon. And every tunnel run becomes a symphony. The tunnel runs. This is NYC's signature supercar ritual. Drivers gather deep in Manhattan parking garages, secret gatherings organized through private channels. The lineup is elite. Bugatti Veyron, Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, R34 swapped Skylines, twin-turbo Huracans, AMG GT-R Pro, Porsche Turbo S tuned to 1000 horsepower. They roll out in formation. Not to race. No. To perform. The moment they enter the Lincoln Tunnel or the Holland Tunnel, hell breaks loose. Acoustics turn engines into thunder gods. Tunnels shake. V12s scream. Twin turbos whistle like jet engines. Every driver becomes a conductor in an orchestra of chaos. Nighttime Manhattan runs. At 2 a.m., when traffic drops, the supercar streets awaken. They glide past Times Square, Fifth Avenue, the Brooklyn Bridge, and Wall Street, turning the silent city into a moving spectacle. New York's supercar culture isn't relaxed or flashy. It's intense. It's competitive. It's aggressive. It's the city that never sleeps, because the engines never stop. Chapter 5. Texas, the Horsepower Kingdom. If America had a kingdom built purely on horsepower, it would be Texas. Everything here is bigger. The roads, the trucks, the houses, the garages, and yes, the supercars. But Texas supercar culture is different from the coastal cities. This isn't about being flashy. It's about being the fastest. Home to Hennessy, the creators of the Venom F5, a hypercar capable of 300 plus mph, Texas is obsessed with speed. Records. Highway roll racing. Texas highways are long, open, and straight. Perfect for the unique racing style Texas popularized, roll racing. Two cars line up at 60 miles per hour. 3, 2, 1, go. And then, 1,500 horsepower twin-turbo Huracans. 1,800 horsepower GTRs. 1,200 horsepower Corvettes. Turn the highway into a runway. Roll racing isn't about cornering skill. It's about raw power engineering. Texas Car Meets. Cars and Coffee in Houston and Dallas host some of the rarest hypercars on Earth. You'll see Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, Bugatti Chiron Super Sport, Hennessy Venom F5, Rimac Navara, fully built Supras and Camaros capable of beating all of them. Texas is where horsepower becomes religion. Where engineers meet adrenaline junkies. Where supercars aren't just bought. They're built. Chapter 6. Supercar Lifestyle. More than just machines. Supercar culture in America is not merely about owning an expensive car. It's about a lifestyle that surrounds the machine. The morning routine. Many owners start their day with a ritual. An early morning wash. Foam cannons spraying thick white clouds across carbon fiber panels. Meticulous detailing using brushes, microfiber towels, ceramic sprays. The car isn't just a vehicle, It's a sculpture. A responsibility. A symbol. Social media power. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube completely reshaped supercar culture. Now, people build careers by filming their cars. Car groups organize through reels and live streams. Influencers monetize rallies, meets, reviews. New owners get inspired through content they watch. A single video of a supercar tunnel run can reach millions. Financial flexing and networking. Supercar streets are networking platforms. Meetings take place while parked next to million-dollar cars. Deals are made on canyon runs. Friendships are born during late-night highway cruises. The cars bring people together. The rallies. Luxury rallies like Gold Rush Rally, Gumball 3000, Diamond Rally, Casa Rally. These cross-country events blend travel, speed, luxury, and parties. Owners drive thousands of miles through cities, mountains, and deserts. Rallies turn supercar ownership into an adventure. Every day a new city. Every night a new meet. Every morning a new memory. Supercar lifestyle is a universe, one where every member writes their own story through speed, passion, and community. Chapter 7. Engineering behind the monsters. Behind every supercar roaring through U.S. streets lies engineering so advanced it borders on science fiction. Engine technology. V12s revving to 9,000 revolutions per minute. Twin-turbo version 8S producing 1,000 horsepower. Hybrid systems generating instant torque. Electric hypercars breaking acceleration records. Aerodynamics. Active wings. Venturi tunnels. Diffusers. Carbon fins. Every curve is functional. Every vent is a purpose-built airflow channel. Tires and traction. Supercars use R compound tires, carbon ceramic brakes, magnetorological suspension, launch control systems, all engineered for grip, stability, and insane cornering. Electric revolution. Cars like the Tesla Plaid, Rimac Navara, and Lucid Sapphire changed everything. Electric torque is instant, brutal, and silent. Now electric supercars dominate drag races. American streets have become battlegrounds for the future of performance. Chapter 8. The Hidden Garages of America. Behind the glamorous meets and highway runs lies another world. The private garages. These aren't garages. They're museums. Underground bunkers beneath mansions in Florida. Temperature-controlled vaults in California. Aircraft hangar-sized showrooms in Texas. Glass-walled penthouse garages in New York. Inside these sanctuaries sit LaFerrari, McLaren P1, Porsche 918 Spider, Koenigsegg Regera, Bugatti Divo. Some collectors own 10 cars. Some own 50. Some own over 200. These garages also house rare Americana. 1969 Camaro ZL1. Shelby Cobra 427. Ford GT Heritage Edition. Dodge Demon 170. Every garage is a kingdom. Every owner a curator. Every car a masterpiece in a private gallery. Chapter 9. The thrill, the risk, the reward. The supercar streets aren't all glamour. There are risks. Speed invites danger. Machines can fail. Drivers can overestimate themselves. Authorities are strict. Owners know this. Yet the thrill is irresistible. Because supercar culture isn't about ego. It's about the feeling. The moment you press the throttle, the world disappears. Noise fades. Problems vanish. Only the road, and the machine, remain. It's meditation through speed. Chapter 10. The Future of Supercar Streets. The next decade will redefine everything. Electric hypercars. Autonomous driving integration. AI-controlled traction systems. Carbon-neutral fuels. More powerful engines. More digital communities. More personalization. But one thing won't change. The passion. Supercar culture in the United States will continue expanding. More creators, more engineers, more collectors, more enthusiasts. The streets will evolve. The technology will grow. But the soul will always remain. Because at the end of the day, no matter how advanced the cars become, no matter how futuristic the streets look, there will always be someone, somewhere, behind the wheel of a machine built for greatness. Driving into the night, chasing the horizon. Welcome to the roar of America. So here we are, inside the United States supercar streets. A world built on passion, fearlessness, and the pursuit of speed. From Miami's nightlife, to Law's winding canyons, to New York's midnight tunnels, to Texas's horsepower battlegrounds. These streets aren't just roads. They're chapters of a story still being written. By the dreamers, by the builders, by the collectors, by the racers, by every person who hears an engine and feels alive. This is more than car culture. This is America's heartbeat, beating through pistons, turbos, V12s, electric motors, and roaring exhausts. And as long as there are roads, as long as there are dreamers, as long as there are machines built for speed, the supercar streets of the United States will never go silent.